show you 3 states of being, only 3 states. So you were created perfect. This is the 0 state. This is cause. This is the effect. So as long as you're 0, there's nothing. As long as you're 0 instantly, Jesus says, seek ye first the kingdom, then inspiration will show up. Well, inspiration does what? You have your talents. You're gracious, like Joe Vitale. One of the things by him, he's a gracious, so you really become Hawaiian at heart. You become clear, gracious. You become what the Hawaiians call, e koma mai, my house is your house. Or you can hang around with trash. This is memory replaying, and what you end up with is suffering, as my friend Buddha says, or as you hang around with disease. You hang around with problem. Now the only question is, which are you going to choose? Well, if we're stuck here, like I'm stuck most of the time, then I have to be 100% responsible. If I erase this, which is the cause, then I'm back to 0. And if I'm back to 0, then divinity will give me what I need, and will give everybody else in the Mother Earth, the ocean, the waters, the ants, the bees, everybody will get what they need. Yeah. So I'm going to pause to see if you have any questions. Yes. Oh, those New Zealanders, my gosh. You can't even understand them, you know? Yes, Robin, why don't you stand up so we can hear you?
Hello.
Yeah.
My question is this, is if we clean, then we can go early.
Yes. Oh, you got it.
Got it.
I can go early too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hurry up, everybody, let's clean up.
I paid her to say that. So please, I'm willing to entertain any question. Outside, for me, if you ask me, so I would just clean. But in the room, we're here to be 100% responsible. Yes, please.
I have a question over here.
And can you tell me your name?
My name is Amy.
And can you tell me a little bit about your family?
About my family?
Yeah, Mama, Papa, what's the family, relatives, and ancestors?
Mom and Dad, Cuban, came from Cuba about 40 years ago. My mom passed away in March this year.
Okay.
And I'm one of these so-called healers, right? I'm seeking to heal myself through other people.
Yeah, but we're 100% responsible, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you say this, I think I understand, but I really don't. So now I find myself in a place where I feel like a complete fraud and totally confused. And
see, now the fact that you're saying that, you can erase it. I love you. Whatever's going on in me, and I feel like a fraud, I love you, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for coming up. Because you have to realize the only reason you and I are here is because to clean up our stuff. We're not here to do anything else. Right. Yeah, and so as you're talking, hopefully everybody else was cleaning. Got my fingers crossed. Yeah. Because I am.
I have one more question for you. I have based, I guess, my whole entire existence around, or I guess I fooled myself into thinking that I'm very altruistic in my nature, and so now I feel like I want to help people, or I want to do something. So now I'm confused if the people who I help through my healing, through my spirituality, whatever, how can I do that if I erase, and then all my people will disappear? Well, hopefully that would be the point, right?
Afraid of her income, you know?
No, because you know what? I'm not making any money anyway because I do it for free so much. So you know.
Let me give you a story. There was a psychologist about 10 years ago, sort of talked to me about she would like to take the class, but she was afraid that nobody, after she'd learned to do the cleaning, nobody would show up. And I said to her, well, you're not working on anybody. You're only working on yourself. the people who think they're helping other people are a pain in the butts.
Thanks.
Absolute pain in the butts. Yeah, because if you help yourself first by being at zero, she would be at zero and she would be willing to pay you. But if you think you're helping them, you're going to get burned. Let me give you an example. There was a woman in Japan who raised her hand, and one of the things she said, I have an autistic child. Okay. Now, throughout the class, the weekend, or occasionally she'd have a break, we'd have a break, and she'd come and talk to me, and she would say, can I do an energy work on you? So now I'm cleaning on that. Only divinity can do that. So I'm watching the cleaning, and what happened to her, she had an autistic child because of what she was doing. She was helping other people when in fact she should have been helping herself, and helping herself heal other people through her and get paid for it. Okay. So now my friend, Dr. Jarni Lee in Hilo, Hawaii, works only 3 days a week and travels a lot and makes a lot of money. I would have liked to have asked her for a commission, but I was slow on that. Yeah. But she makes all kinds of money being 100% responsible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And that's something that you can do and get paid for doing. In other words, if you're willing to, if you have clients, if you're willing to work only on yourself, about them, you'll be fine. And you'll get paid. I would get paid. Why are you not getting paid?
And I would quickly point out that the concern about making money is actually one of the things you want to clean, and that when it's gone, the money shows up.
Shows up automatically.
Yes.
Tons. Yeah, I mean, tons. I have a client who I've had for 15 years. His income went from being kind of like 10, 20 million. Now he's worth $500 million. I keep saying to myself, I should have asked him for a commission on these things. Yeah. So, story is the data is only in you. And if you are willing to work only in the data in you, everybody else will be zero. If you're zero, everybody else will be zero. If you become inspiration, everybody else will. Everybody else will. How wonderful to know that. By healing quotes, the memories in you, everybody else gets freed up and they can get whatever they came to do. Are we ready for a break, or am I too soon? Anybody else? Yes. Yes. Now you get to clean with this. Don't just sit there now. Hello, ladies. You get to clean with this. Oh, okay. Just thought I'd tell you that. Yes.
Hi, everybody. My name is Marcia. I'm Brazilian. Dr. Len, I've read the book, and I have a question. My husband is very ill. And
No. Wait,
it's my garbage.
Wait. Your husband is not ill. It's the data that's ill.
Okay.
The data in you and me and in them.
Okay, but it's a little bit difficult for me to understand. When you say you have to clean, it means I have to say the words in the book, I love you, thank you, I'm sorry.
Any of those will work.
Okay, but he's suffering a lot, pains daily.
No, it's your data that's pain.
Okay.
Not him.
What?
He's perfect. You got to get that. He's perfect. It's the data that's imperfect that he's experiencing, all of us. And if you're sitting there not being 100% responsible, he'll continue to be sick, and we will too. I want to let you know something very important. You have extreme pain in you, but you're not conscious of it. I mean, you have extreme pain, but if you were aware of it, you would go bananas. So lucky you're not aware of it. Oh, yeah, extreme pain that you're not conscious. That's 15 million pain that you're not conscious of. And she's talking about this pain. So you're all perfect. It's the data. That's what we got to get after. We got to get the data. So if she's willing to say, I love you, thank you, just nonstop, it'll go. I cannot imagine the divinity would not have it go. I can't imagine. At least it's not been my experience.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Give us a chance for all these people to be 100% responsible. Yes, back there.
To the ill husband, or you're talking to?
No, you're talking to the data.
To the data.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the data is the enemy. The data is the disease. Now, because we're willing to talk to our enemy, Jesus said, love your enemies. We're going to love the data to death. We're going to love it, and love will consume the data. That's what love can do. But if you're thinking, coping, managing, not giving love an opportunity to do that, we just lost opportunity. Yes. Now you can clean with this one, because this has to do with Alzheimer's. She may not know it, but behind it, I'm watching the Alzheimer's stuff come up. Now, any of you have anybody or know anybody with Alzheimer's? Yeah, see, you get a chance, because if you let it go, she's doing us a favor. Yes, ma'am.
I'm interested in this concept of mindfulness. Study it to some degree. And now I come here. This resonates with this concept of mindfulness. This is possibly too academic, but do you have a response on that?
Zero. Mindfulness is being at zero.
Yes, yes.
So Buddha talks at mindfulness being at zero, and out of zero you get enlightened. This is enlightenment. Yes. Inspiration is enlightenment. Enlightenment. That's what Buddha talked about. The whole thing about Buddha is being at zero, which means letting go of the suffering, and then being enlightened. But none of us do this. We're too busy thinking and coping.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joanne, you don't have a question. It looks like you might have something over there. Are you sure now? Why is it bubbling around you? There's something bubbling around you. No?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. Anybody else, please? Yes?
My name is Pam, and I wondered, is there a place for doctors and psychologists and healers in the world?
What do you suppose, Pam?